executive session. Now we need a,
I move that we allow Greg Walls to go over 1,000 hours a year.
I second it.
first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Now you're done with it.
Now we're done.
Now we're done. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay.
I can see that maybe happening with some of these guys up at the road and bridge that mow. I don't know if you have a lot of
Yeah,
mowing,
so
maybe.
far they've
I
been,
think most of the time we're all right.
yeah, we're all right on them.
Do you wanna try to get Eric in early?
Pardon?
Do you wanna try to get Eric in early?
He's gonna get Sheriff Cody now. You're calling Cody?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have some signatures. We're still missing some on these wage agreements. Missed this one. I think everybody missed those.
Scott, I just crossed out Rager's name on this one and wrote it in,
Okay.
just so you know.
We missed all these.
Yeah.
I think you lost them.
I need some signatures on those transfer sheets that were done. Those commissioners, goes into your transfer sheet. The people figure.
Appropriation, that's right. Trade red bill.
These are the radios that we had already approved, correct? Okay, check.
Those were from Ryan, right?
Some of them, yeah, I think most of those were.
Gentlemen, I have something blowing up. Get downstairs. Sorry about that. If you need anything, just
Thanks,
have
Russell.
Scott text me and I'll head back up.
So it's gonna snow today or no?
Cody's leaving Bird City right now, so Eric is gonna come down.
We're supposed to have gusts of 60 mile an hour all afternoon.
Wonder if Dollar General's gonna lose their roof again.
Clear into like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They lose some of the roof?
Yeah.
You said it.
Hello, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Early, huh?
Yeah.
Running fast.
I just got a couple quick things. Ann Burr, we talked about moving her to full-time. I'm ready to do that. The only question Scott and I wanted to clear up was her probation period. We could waive that like we did Kathy and just move her starter benefits now.
We could do that because she's worked.
She's been here for
Six,
6,
eight.
7, 8
Yeah.
months.
So if you guys are okay with that, I just gotta make sure.
Yeah, we're fine with it.
She's doing well, so.
Do we need a motion on that then? I make a motion that we move Ann Burr to full-time for the dispatch, correct?
Second.
And waive the
And to waive what?
probation period.
And waive the probation period.
Second.
Thank you.
First and second for Ann Burr. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed?
The second thing is generator. We talked about it last fall. Has anything,
We have that money, we just haven't met.
okay.
We need to get, now that it's.
I gotta
the
get
first
something
year.
figured out, cause this
I
thing
know.
ain't gonna run our dispatch very long.
Yeah, and we need to get, I'll get some meetings set up and,
Okay,
because we do have that first half of that.
Who was looking for the prices, you or
Yeah.
Scott?
Yeah, I had him get prices, we just haven't had time to meet.
but I know all of those prices are probably,
Yeah, you'll have to get new ones.
they said there was, I know Kat thought there was a 20% increase, so, after the first of the year. Okay, well, I just kinda haven't, I just need to know. I don't wanna get to March, spring, storm season and be relying on this little generator, cause I just, if I need to do something, and the other part is availability, lead times are 6-10 months, so. like,
You think you can still get it?
We're also manufacturing these Generac dealers now.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't think they
That's
do
a big-
commercial.
I don't know if they do that big.
That's what I ran into with Hitchcock's. You know, once we were pricing something commercial, then I had to go to Rocky Mountain in Denver to,
What we're looking at is something to run the whole building plus, get it big enough to, because your energy needs keep going up with technology and everything, so we want to get something that's big enough to run the whole building with everybody in every office plus some, so.
well, and the original part of that quote was, we're gonna clean up all this electrical on the outside of the building and get it tucked back into the building and get all these loose lines. I think that's where a lot of our problems are, is that
Yeah.
far west line
Gets to
on that
slide
hole
around.
coming into our server room. I think it gets to slapping around in them strong winds.
Didn't we check with the one up at the nursing home that they had a company that had them?
You
Is that-
didn't miss
Does that ring a bell?
I don't remember that. Cause I think they took their old one and moved it
Yeah.
to the new
Assisted living.
building and put a new one
Put
in
a
the
new
old
one in
one.
for long-term care.
But I thought we had talked about getting a bid from them people at that time.
We did. Yeah, that would have been, I think theirs was a Cummins, I believe.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, I think we did get a quote from them. And the quotes are they're all pretty close. It's more what you want it to do. Because we ran into the elevators on 208, I believe, and everything else is 220, so we had to have a phase converter to keep the elevator on a generator if you wanted to go that way, which, I mean, if you're gonna spend that amount of money, either do or you don't. So that was probably the biggest hang up, was that phase converter, which they're not that expensive. There's one on every other irrigation motor in the world, so. Anyway, okay, well, I just kinda had to have an idea what the plan was sooner than later.
Yeah, I mean, it's been on the back burner, but I'll get it moved up to the front, so.
And I still may need to do something between now and then if the lead times are gonna be out a long time.
Right, they probably are.
Yeah,
Probably the sooner we get on it then.
so, okay, well, that gives me a little idea what to do, so.
We have the federal COVID money that we're still sitting on that we haven't done anything with, so that's one
Working
project
on it,
we're
of course.
looking at. We just gotta get together and approve it, look at it, approve it, and then bring it to the commissioners for your approval.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at that time, I couldn't get a quote from any local contractor for electrical, so I had Marty out of Goodland, Marty Johnson. That's the only guy that I could really get the quote. And the other part of that was, he worked on, I mean, he does generator installs all day long, so he kinda knew his way around that part of it, so. That's kinda where I left it, so. That's all I had.
I'll let you know when we get the meeting set up, so you can.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Should we call Byron, have him head this way?
Yeah, Cody will show up before he will. Let me see if Steve will.
Mike will be quick. He told me what he's gonna be talking about, so.
Moberly was at the garage door
Oh,
on that building. He needed a different garage door, and he talked it over with Wilhelm, and Wilhelm told him to come in and talk to us.
Won't be here. I know.
it's too bad we couldn't get one of those military generators. I see them going for $1,500 all day long. Like 200-hour ones.
Do you need juice for the boilers?
I don't think so. You might need them for the water pump that would go with the boilers. But the boilers themselves, aren't they mainly just, unless it has
And I don't care, I guess, but
they may have a
the only
CO.
thing I'm worried about is the dispatch. As far as the rest of it,
Hmm,
the weather will be bad, you're probably gonna close the
yeah.
courthouse anyway, if it's that bad. If there's no juice in town,
Yeah. And if we have,
main thing is dispatch.
yeah,
Yeah.
There's that.
I don't know if we need a generator to run this whole big thing. I'd take a big generator.
that'd be, well, it won't be as big as the one they had out there though, at the nursing home.
I think it goes up, here's a big
I know nothing about electricity. I've got to
You
be
don't
honest.
think so?
I doubt it. Look how much rooms they got, and
This is this, and that. It goes up,
I wouldn't think it'd be as big as that
goes
one.
down the angle.
I mean, I would think that one would be bigger.
Up.
And if it's COVID money,
And then it comes up to the high
might as well
school.
get one that's gonna be good.
To the water tower. And it's the wheel. And this is one of the two, this is the one
Mr. Mike,
How are you guys today?
how are things going?
Decent, bud.
Good, good. I went ahead, went to Hayes last week and took my 9A, so I got that done, passed, so I have all the individual licensing from the state, and we just have to go to weed school in March, and we should be ready to go. I looked into the state contract. Last year, we only did 31 hours of labor, plus the cost of chemicals, so I think it'd be very doable to do that again.
To go ahead and,
Yeah, I do, and I asked the other counties in our region, and we're right in the average of what everybody else is doing. Some are a little higher with their interstate, but that's just gonna be the way they are, so. If you guys wanna approve that, you think we can do it? I think we can do it.
I move we approve doing state highway right away.
I second it.
Okay, been first and seconded to spray for the state highway. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
The rates are in there, right?
Yes. Yes, and just to clarify that, we're $50 an hour labor and $60 an hour on equipment. And we're right in line with everybody else. And I'll just have to have Willie sign this one so we can send it in by the X. While we're on those, for the city, I asked JR one day and he said whatever we did last year, do we want to pursue that and get kind of a more formal contract, you think, or go by word of mouth? It was only like 4.5 hours labor, and I know they had to do a respray.
Yeah. Did we have a contract for that? I didn't think we did.
We just, what we were doing, the medians.
Yeah, the islands and the rest area and their mixing strips are the main things by the recycle center.
Were we just going for noxious weeds, or did we put down like a barrier?
I think they put down a barrier. They used E2, which will control all your broadleafs and grass.
So you did all that with the arc up there too?
Yes.
And how many hours?
It's 4.5 is all I could find. I thought that was awful low. But
That was awful low.
That was on the sheet, so.
That'd be more like just doing the medians.
Right, that's what I thought. So I could visit with JR a little more and see if that sounds right, if you guys want.
Okay, do that, because I don't think we can do all that for 4 hours.
I didn't think.
Which they're gonna pay us whatever we do, I'm sure.
Right, yeah, I didn't think so either, but that's what was on the list from last year. We had to pay our dues to be a member of the Kansas Weed Director Association. That was $150. And they are having a weed conference again this year. It starts the 28th of February and runs through March 2nd or 3rd. But I'm gonna be gone the next week for school, so I'm not sure I wanna go and be gone 2 weeks, but I can get continuing education and still the information from the state noxious weed laws on Zoom for $150 and stay home and do that. I would like to do that for the education.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's on the continuing education
Yes,
part.
yes, and updates on any changes in the noxious weed laws.
I so move.
I second it.
First and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And then I'm working on the management plan and the annual report. I'll probably have to come back in the end of February. They're due March 15th. You guys will have to sign and approve them so we can submit them. And we've got one job in for spring spraying already, so I think that's all I have.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Have
you.
a good weekend, but I'll see ya.
You too.
That's pretty cool, because the deal was gonna cost $300 and then hotel.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
It saves a lot of money.
Boy, we're really cruising along.
I know, you keep pushing us through, really.
Gotta get sick more often.
Cody should be.
You think we ought to give Rance a heads up that we're running way early?
Yeah.
Do you know who the girls play tonight?
I think it's Dayton.
That's a lot better going to McDonald than Dayton, so.
I don't think it's Tribune, it's one of those two, but I think it's Dayton. Yeah, Atwood hasn't hardly lost, they've lost one game, but I don't know who they played.
Yeah.
I see that township line runs 4 miles east.
I think we beat Atwood every time last year. It'll be interesting. Our girls, our girls are all in their classes and stuff and boxed out. I don't think there's any girls who can keep up with them.
Is the pressure show meeting, when's the next one of those?
The what?
The next
Pressure show
pressure
meeting?
show meeting, you know what it is? I haven't seen any dates.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know when it is. Should be coming up here pretty soon, though.
I think they have them pretty quick, I'm not.
Yeah, it should be going pretty quick, because this one's really promises to be a big show, bigger than the last one.
We're bigger than last year.
Yeah, they're-
Who's doing it this year?
Royce Chambers.
Right, but.
Oh, the
It was Case
thing?
last year, this year, what's it?
The wars, you know, like they're gonna have buffalo soldiers there, and,
You guys wanna take a break until Cody gets here?
yeah, we can do that. They're gonna have buffalo soldiers and